Okay, so there's a whale, like, circling above you guys. It looks angry. What are you doing?
I'm gonna swim off towards shore and leave them all.
Yeah, you guys are actually pretty far from shore. Remember, you just have your little kayaks, just sort of floating above, and you have your rope going up, but you are still like pretty far out there.
Zeke, you brought your harpoons, right, Zeke?
Oh, I mean, I can check for them. I'm not quite positive.
How big is this whale?
It's pretty massive. It is a finback whale.
A finback whale?
Mm-hmm. They're an endangered species.
I mean, I've got my knife with me for sure.
I do too.
I'll check for a harpoon, though.
I have like a Swiss Army knife.
Well,
so far it hasn't moved in yet, but it is circling.
I don't think I got my harpoon with me.
Your harpoon, you know where your harpoon is, though. You know exactly where it is. It is.
Don't you have a plus 3?
They grow to nearly 70 feet in length and a weight of 70 tons.
we can take it.
It's pretty big.
Damn.
Wait, so I know where my harpoon is?
Yeah, with that roll, you know where it is, and it is back in Tennessee in your...
Road
That's
trip.
some bad news, guys.
It's
For some
right
reason I
where
got
you
a
left
harpoon
it.
back in Tennessee, even though there's no bodies of water around me anywhere, but
It's the only harpoon
besides
you
a
got.
couple cricks.
Okay,
It's,
so can we
Sentimental
can we s-
value.
can we see the whale like coming at us right now? Like, do we know we're in danger? As
Uh,
characters?
It is very tightly. It's basically like circling around your kayaks right now. It's not
Okay,
really.
so-
It's deeper in the water, but it's doing a tight circle around your kayaks.
Okay.
So you get the sense that maybe it hasn't quite noticed you guys yet, but
I turn off my flashlight.
it's dark.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna put a hand on the gold grapple wire and just start following it up.
You're gonna try to like sneak past the whale.
Well, we already passed up. So you connected that to the top of the tunnel, right? And we already got to the top.
Yeah.
We're
So-
above the top.
Are you going back down?
No.
There's two ropes. There's one down into the tunnel, and then there's one to your kayaks. It's sort of
My grapple is the hook is on the edge of the lip, entering the tunnel. Like the top, like the midway point.
Right. But we already got above that so far.
Right now we're at the hook, and the wire goes up to the kayaks. The gun is in the tunnel.
Got it. The hook was halfway on the rope.
It's
Yes.
basically the anchor for the
Yep, understood. Sorry.
So I'm just gonna use that as a line. I guess. I mean, are you guys following?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
am,
up too.
Yeah, I'm
All
down.
right. So we're just gonna try to go up the rope and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How are you approaching this? Are you trying
Slowly.
to slowly? Okay. I would say act under pressure. See if you.
My favorite.
Well, right now it's just gonna be Curtis and see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
11 plus
If you're following immediately after him, then you could.
2 is 13.
I think I'm right after Curtis because I think
All right.
Levi's below.
So if you're following him up, then you could.
Ooh, I do
Jesus.
it extra
Oh.
bonus. I got a 14, so I get extra something. I don't know. I just do it perfectly. Or I help Doc.
What about me? Isn't
Oh,
it
wait,
9?
oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I helped them both.
Do you say?
Not with. I don't think you could.
Actually, I don't think I can help anybody. I've got my
Yeah.
hands filled with this orb.
Yeah,
Do
you.
say anything?
I would say that you'd be able to like go up as stealthily and quickly as you want, but I don't think
Okay,
you'd be
I do
able to
that.
help anybody else.
Can we
Um,
say that he did well enough to go up and get the orb into the kayak?
Yeah.
That's what he wants to do.
Sweet.
Yeah, I would say that that's enough for him to get up there. The rest of you are still probably going to have to get in. So Zeke and Emily, you guys have a little bit of trouble.
You guys are fucked.
They got a 9 and 7 respectively.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you guys, while you're sort of managing to get there fast enough, you're wiggling around a lot, moving around, and it sort of attracts the whale's attention, and now it sees you guys getting up in there. It seems at first it doesn't really react too much, but then you notice as you're almost into your respective kayaks that it has started like trying to knock the kayaks over. Like you've sort of gotten its attention back to you guys being in the kayaks.
Oh, we're in the kayaks already?
Well, you're sort of moving into them. You're not into them yet.
Oh. I thought they were-
Levi and the orb are in his, but
So are the rest of us still underneath the kayaks?
yeah,
Or
you're.
just Zeke and I underneath, or what?
Wait, what?
Are Zeke and I still underneath the kayaks, or all of us besides Levi? Or what?
All of you besides Levi. What do you do? This whale is starting to circle around, and it seems like it's going to try to like knock the kayaks over.
Can I try to manipulate the whale to go away? Telepathically, like talk to him. I know that's always my go-to.
It's technically it technically wouldn't be manipulate person because you, but yeah, you could try to see what the whale is focused on, or you could try to distract it somehow. But
I never get to use charm. That's what I was trying to do. But what I have
yeah,
to
it's
use
a whale, so it's not, and it's like also.
Your guys will not work on it.
I want to charm the whale. I really like whales.
Well, this one's also like
it.
an undead whale.
Right.
So
Okay.
That's a
even
double
if-
whammy.
yeah. So even if
Well,
it was
I
like
think-
a normal whale that might be able to communicate somehow, this one probably wouldn't.
Okay. Well, I know. Okay. But that would still be. I thought telepathy. You could still like communicate with monsters or
Only
creatures.
You
if
can-
this
you
whale
can
was
tr-
a zombie. We could talk to it.
But there's a magic. One of the used magics is to talk to something that you don't share a language with. Like one of the solutions in Mystery 1 would be to like use magic to talk to Scrub 1 if you really wanted to. That was an option that I had planned.
Huh. Missed opportunity. But anyway, back to the whale.
Wouldn't change anything about Mystery 1. Did you agree?
I know. Really. Scrub one. What was he worth? Nothing. Sorry.
The fuck?
Take that back.
I am more partial to Scrub too.
I love script too.
Yeah,
He's the best.
He's a good boy.
so. I mean, okay. So I'm just. So like, I feel like bottle up. Like I feel like a whale, a 70-foot possible 70-foot whale. Is too much.
70
right?
foot.
Yeah, it's
Bottle
pretty
it up.
big.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to fight me or what. I don't, or you know what? He's trying to. We need to get him away from the kayak so we can get out of here.
I mean, I could always try to convince him.
Wait, I can talk to Winona?
Yeah.
Whoa.
If you study magic, I'll teach you.
If you believed in magic.
I talked to her anyway, but
I
I
could
didn't know she
teach
could
you.
listen.
So really talk to her.
God. Okay, we're we're digressing. What? Are we
No, we're digressing. I'll talk to her later.
I still think that. Okay, so yes, I can try to use telepathy to kind of like mind meld with him to go away or calm him down or something, or no, because he's undead.
You can try to figure out a way or try to read its thoughts in general.
Well, I kind of figured.
Yeah, you could also, and remember, you could also like investigate a mystery with that or anything else.
So okay, I'll investigate the mystery. 9 again.
All right, you get one question.
How about what is this whale trying to do? Like, what's its goal? What is this creature trying to do?
All right. So you focus hard on the whale and try to understand what's going on with it. And you mostly get a lot of, like, sort of feedback when you do this. Like, you just sort of feel like it's not really... I mean, you haven't used this ability too much yet, but this is, like... It mostly seems like a lot of confusion and random aggression. It doesn't seem like there's any kind of major goal here. It's just agitated and it's just agitated and disoriented.
Oh, you read Ruby by mistake. I was standing in the path of the whale.
That sounds about the same. So okay.
Sorry, I'm
bottled up aggression. That's Ruby. Okay, so
No, this isn't bottled up. This is just unleashed.
unleashed aggression.
Yeah, it has. It doesn't seem to have any kind of cognizant like thought of what it's trying to do. It's just sort
It's
of
just doing
mindlessly
whatever.
angry, and
Okay.
it seems like maybe it might have like some flashes of cognizance in there, but right
Okay.
now it's just random aggression.
Can I? Well, I don't have to roll to talk to somebody, right?
No.
I keep getting confused on that. Hey Zeke, can you try to like figure out what's going on with this whale and how we can get it away from us?
What would you find out?
Nothing. He's just basically going for the kayaks because he doesn't know. He's just basically.
Oh, is he just confused?
I think he's confused.
Oh. I'll just tell him to go find his family or something then. I mean, I don't think he wants to hurt us or nothing. Alright, well, let me give this a shot at least. Oh.
He got an 8.
And you're using your
Dark
Mani-
Negotiator.
Yeah, Dark Negotiator. Okay. So, how are you going to try to communicate with this whale?
Well, I mean, I'm guessing it's not going to be able to hear me through my mask. So, I would think I'd just use the hand gesture route and kind of point it.
Everyone knows whales
Yep.
know sign language. Whales are fluent in American.
I'll bend my arms like they're flippers, so it has a little bit more context, but I'm still going to point my elbows like away from us in the ocean. Hope he understands what pointing means.
Okay. So you... Okay. So you use your elbows to try to point to the whale
Yeah.
to not... Okay. I'm trying to think if that would... I really don't think that works.
Oh, it's not picking up my drift.
It seems to notice you making weird movements, and that just agitates it more, and it seems like it might go after you.
Wait, is this the same whale from before that knocked me over on the beach?
Yes.
Yes.
It doesn't recognize me at all?
Buddy!
Maybe you can get your head above water and talk to it.
Or I could just rip my face mask off at this point. I might not have any dark negotiation left in me.
You want to try it?
Would I be able to roll for dark negotiator again?
I would consider it still the same roll. Because with this,
It's fair.
this is a very, very edge case of this thing has very little ability to understand.
Mm-hmm.
It has just the faintest amount of cognizance that it would be able to somewhat understand, but it doesn't share a language with you, and it.
Oh,
There's
that's
like-
what
there's-
it thinks.
We kind of just need to kill it, I think.
Kill it.
Yep.
It's already died once.
I can't believe we spent 15 minutes trying to figure out how to talk to a whale in 2 different ways.
I know, twice. Twice I've done it.
It's like 5 minutes.
Episode. We've done it.
The whale does not speak English, 100%.
Yeah, but it can. Never mind.
Because he has the Dark Negotiator,
Mhm.
and there's the vaguest
Sure.
ability of it to possibly understand, but you're gonna have to. I think you need to do something with it.
Kill it.
That's not much of a negotiation.
It's the whale or us.
Yeah, it looks like it's about to start going directly after you, specifically Zeke.
All right, so
'Cause
the
you made the
negotiations-
flapping.
negotiations are over, is what you're saying.
There's a rough path that I could see that this would work, but it barely it would work. So, yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, I do have my hunting knife, so I could try to kick its ass.
Do you want to do that?
Yikes. I think we need something better than a hunting knife. It's a whale.
Well, what do we have out here?
Stick.
Out
I have
in
an
the middle of the
axe.
ocean.
I have my axe.
Okay. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
yeah,
take-
you could go attack it if you want.
I'm gonna go attack it.
Let it swallow you and
Are you guys
What?
just communicating
let's
through
show
From the
through
inside.
telepathy while this is happening?
Say that again.
Are you guys just having this conversation telepathically?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just talking in his head right now. Like, I'm gonna have to kill this
oh,
son
I
of a
thought our
bitch.
heads were like above.
Well, Zeke
I
isn't.
thought I wasn't sure where exactly we were in adjacent to the water line or above it or whatever. But
Yeah, you're basically at the point where you could be trying to get in, or you could still be below, whichever you prefer. I
I'm gonna
figure
give it kayak.
since okay, while this distraction is happening, you're gonna just
Yes.
swoop into the kayak. Okay, I'd say that you could just do it because
Yippee.
Whale is currently distracted.
well, I'm getting into the kayak too because if I was gonna do that, I would need like leverage.
Okay, so Zeke is the only one in the water right now.
Oh god.
Oh, and what's the kayak loadout looking like?
I'm in my own again.
I'm. in-
Oh no, wait. I was in the one with Ruby, right?
Mhm.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one who didn't flip me.
All right. So you're pulling in the hooker?
Yep.
Okay. The golden hooker. Okay. So as you do that, I assume that there's a little bit of light that would catch on that. And no, it's still like dusk right now.
It's a moonlight.
No, it's dusk. There's some light. Some light sort of reflects on the hooker, on the hook as it's going up, and the whale seems distracted by that. And
Wow.
and it swerves from when it was going to try to go for Zeke, and just sort of moves around him. But then it sort of turns back. It's a very easily distracted whale.
What else do we have in here? Flares?
I
Maybe?
have flares.
Let's
Mhm.
maybe we could. Do you have any that you could shoot?
Nope, but I can light one. I can light one and throw one.
Do it.
I'm gonna attach a flare to the end of the hook, the gold hooker,
Ooh.
and then I'm gonna light it, and then I'm gonna shoot it way back, past the rear of the kayak, behind us.
Okay. And okay.
So it's gonna bob in the water, and it's gonna be bright red, behind us.
This is
Way
just like
behind us.
Jaws.
Yeah. I was gonna hook the whale so he could drag us around, and I still might, but right now it's
That'd be so
right now
funny.
it's charging at us, so I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it would probably just drag us further throw there into the ocean.
Probably.
I wanted to do it and have it bring us to shore, but I don't think that would work.
That's what Jaws would do. Drag it into the ocean.
We
Okay.
would tire it out there. Okay, so do I have to roll to shoot it just into the open ocean? Probably not, right? I'm not trying to do anything.
No, I would say you could just do that.
Okay, I did it.
You did it.
Sploosh.
Sploosh. Okay.
Ugh.
How far away from us?
Welcome back to the podcast, Theodore Banks.
Anyway. So the flare goes into the water, and the whale diverts yet again, going for the flare. So there's a little bit of a window, Zeke, if you want to try to
Get in here,
get
Zeke.
into the
I'm gonna help Zeke up into it.
from
If he
your
has to-
kayak.
I mean, if he has... Oh, right. Well, they're all tied together at this point, right? Actually, I'm gonna start untying the kayaks. So that they're
Okay.
not all...
Is
Um,
it close enough that I could
Good
sneak
idea.
attack it at this point?
Well,
Is it what?
No,
Is it close enough to me that I could sneak attack it?
No, it kind of
Are you a
like
rogue?
went pat.
What's not gonna be distracted for long?
we gotta get out of here.
True.
It's not going to be distracted at all anymore. You just
I know,
knife
we don't
it on
hurry.
its way by.
I know.
You've never
a
seen
70
me handle a knife before, Ruby.
It's a 7. Yes, I have.
When?
Um,
All right, so the whale is moving away from you. You could try to like get it in the fin as it's leaving, but this thing already has quite a few injuries to it, like especially in its head area. It's just like there's a whole mangle. It looks like it got hit by a boat.
Ouch.
So it's already taken quite a beating. You probably get the impression just by looking at it that it could probably take a knife to the fin with no issues.
That seems like a hint. I think I'll crawl back into the kayak.
it's a 70-ton undead whale.
I'll stab it.
But I'm as tough as they come.
That's
True,
true.
maybe.
Okay, so you're gonna try to slip into the boat.
Yeah.
Since its back is to you, I'm gonna say that you could just do it because it's currently following that flare.
Hey guys.
We gotta get to
And-
shore.
And,
Sure. Oh my god.
And
That was quick.
No, I said
What if we try to-
we gotta get to shore. So I'm
Oh.
and Levi, you're untying them.
untying the boat so that they can, be separated. We can...
I have an idea though. Can we like connect? Like we have 3, right? Can we like try to connect them, and then like, I don't know, whoever's the weakest rower in the middle, and just try to like row really fast. I don't know, with them connected. Like I could try to use my
Like one of those double...
Wrong
no
person.
limits again. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
And then I don't know. We don't want to go to the right or to the left though, so we have to have like. We all have to row. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I not making
Like the
sense?
survivor wrap.
All right, so we're going to leave them connected.
Okay.
Well, will that help?
Sure.
Okay, so bottle it up is weird, right, Rose?
Bottle it up.
Oh, sorry. Actually, so if I bottle it up, it says I can take up to 3 bonus points when I act under pressure. Would that be acting under pressure, or would it be no limits? Would it be
I
like
think you're.
kind of a
Are you
strength?
going for no limit? I think you're going for no limits right now, aren't you?
That's what I was kind of going for, but I was just
Or-
looking at bottle it up because
Or if you're just gonna try to row fast, it's gonna be acting under
Yeah.
pressure.
so can I use bottle it up because I can take up to 3 bonus points when I do that.
What is
Yeah,
bottle it up?
you could bottle
This
it
is
up.
exciting.
Okay, let me try that with the 3.
Okay, so you're gonna have.
Watch me get a 4. Okay. Anyway. Oh my god.
Okay, so
Help that much.
who else is rowing here?
Me, I'm definitely...
Oh, I'll row.
Actually, maybe... No, actually, I'm gonna suggest that I don't row so that I can try to examine this thing and see if I can figure out how to kill it.
Okay.
Well,
Ruby, can you
but
row
you're
for me?
going in the boats with us.
So you're gonna investigate a mystery while the others are.
Sure.
Okay. You can roll for that.
Oh man. Actually, I don't want to pass it off, so I'll do it. I
Can't
got an
believe I
8.
got an 8 on that. That makes me mad.
I'm excited that I got an 8 because I had no pluses. So this
No,
is-
but I mean, I got an 8 with the 3 plus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, rough.
Well, you would have failed it otherwise.
Well,
So
Uh,
that's good.
Rose, my question for this is gonna be, what can hurt it?
Okay. So looking at this thing, it would take a lot to kill it. This is a very tough creature, but it is, as far as you could tell, it doesn't seem like it's like that magical. Like probably if you just hit it with enough damage, it would die. Like it's not like a normal, like the sorts of monsters that you've fought so far that a specific thing needs to be done. It's a huge tank, but if you could do any kind of large amount of damage to it, anything like that would hurt it.
for an
And
environment.
the only thing that when you're looking at this thing though, it does look like it's taken a lot of damage to the head, and it still seems mostly fine.
So I'm really sorry, but I was trying to ask what can hurt the orb.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought you were talking about the whale.
No, I don't care about the whale. I don't want to kill the whale.
Oh,
smart. Actually, maybe.
I was trying to. I was trying to
the orb,
examine
Levi.
I was trying to examine the orb and see how I can kill it.
Why would you want to do something so foolish?
You don't know what I'm doing.
I see you eyeing that
You-
thing up,
you
though,
sinner.
and I don't like the way you're looking at it.
You sinner!
I'm being honest.
It's kind of
Okay.
like the projector to the ghost is the.
Yeah, that's. what-
so
Or
I
is it-
since I just gave you that with the whale, you want to roll again, and I'll give it to you. I'll give you. I think even if you fail, I'll give you something. I won't give you everything, but I'll give you something even if you fail. And if you succeed, then you get. Well, there you go.
Oh my God.
I'll give you. I'll give you that this thing looks very tough and
The lowest roll
very,
ever.
very magical.
I've actually gotten a 1 before because, because I've gotten a 1 and
You
then
get a
a
minus?
-1. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just
I'm sorry. You said that one more time. It looks very tough and what?
very tough and very magical. This thing, you can't really tell what would hurt it, but some sort of something equally magical would probably need to be used on it. You don't think that this could be destroyed by normal means?
Right. I can't just hit it with a rock until it
Yeah.
breaks. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, looking at this thing doesn't seem. It doesn't even seem like it belongs in this world. Is what you could tell just by looking at it. Like it doesn't.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we need to go to the nearest like NASA place, put it on a rocket, and send it.
I'll be
home.
right back. Update me. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like a meteor either. It's like very round, very smooth, but it's
What
not.
color is it?
It sort of shifts colors depending on like where you're looking at it. It's not really like it's not reflecting the colors around it though. It's like reflecting like different colors.
It's a moon orb.
Interesting.
It's like it's reflecting a completely different light source than is present.
Okay.
So while you're moving it around or looking at it, you could sort of like it's almost like if it was just a little bit smoother, you might even be able to see like reflections of something else.
Okay.
So it's like it shifts with some sort of light source. It's like it's reflecting something that is not present here.
Okay. Guys, we gotta use magic to kill this thing. We won't be able to like. I mean, if we wanted to kill it.
The whale?
No, this orb thing that's like zombie.
orb?
Stuff. Yeah.
You want to
like,
kill the orb?
Sorry,
Right, I
the
wasn't-
whale.
I
Yeah.
knew you were looking at it weird.
Yeah. Well, it's probably bringing things back to life, guys. I mean, Zeke, did you see all
The
the weird
whale
stuff?
is?
Okay.
Oh, back up a smidge.
It's like bringing, like, I think it's like the thing that's making zombies out of stuff. Like, don't you guys? We need to kill it. But I can't seem to figure out how. I just know that I can't do it. Like, you have
I
to
think
use
we're
some sort
just
of
gonna
magic.
have to leave it be, man. I think that's just part of our world now. I don't know.
And just let it bring things back to life to attack
I mean,
people.
what's so bad about? They're not attacking anyone.
So that's
They're gonna attack themselves.
uh, it definitely attacked the doctor and the thing, and this whale is attacking us.
No, he just
currently?
woke up, I'm pretty sure, and then the doctor foolishly just decided to shoot it to death.
I
She
mean, if
was
you want to
shocked.
revise history, you can, sure, but like, it definitely. We were told that it attacked her.
By who? Her?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just one side of the story, man. The other man doesn't have his side to tell no more.
I guess we'll never know then.
I guess we'll never know.
I'm sitting there like, what the fuck?
Can you guys row faster, please?
Oh yeah, who else is rolling here?
I think it's
It's been
everybody. but me.
Emily. It's just been Emily right now. All right,
I'm holding the hooker out the back still.
all right. Zeke, could you roll act under pressure just to row?
I'll try my best. That's an 8.
Same as me. Kind of.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are struggling a little bit with this setup that you have here. It's you're making good time, but you're like you keep like sort of ending up shifting in one direction and then the next, and you like sometimes you'll end up like shaking all the boats, and you're not going nearly as fast as you would like to be, even though you're going fairly fast. But the whale is still currently going after the flare, at least for now. But you guys are still pretty far out there. What do you do?
Keep going.
Keep going, yeah.
Row harder.
I don't know what else we can do
Keep
here. I'll start
going,
moving
Yeah.
to row
And if
two.
it comes back, send another flare. Do you have any?
Yep. It flares.
Okay. So the flare is still attached to the hook right now, and the whale is about to catch up actually, and try to eat the flare. As you guys are sort of struggling a little bit, you guys moving around a lot in unexpected ways is actually sort of keeping the flare out of its hand, well, out of its mouth. But eventually it ends up grabbing onto the hook, and now it's trying to yank and pull at it. It has the flare in its mouth and the hook, and now it's pulling.
And
So
now my shoulder is dislocated.
yeah, so you want to act under pressure to see if you can keep holding on to it, or do you have if you have any other
70-ton
plan
whale.
with it,
I have what?
or if you have any other plans with it.
No, buck.
Oh, versus a 70-ton whale. So.
Oh.
It's
Well,
pretty
that's
much
the
going to be
math.
whether you can hold
Well-
on to your hook at all.
Can I see how close the whale is to like biting it?
It,
Like, can I
it
see
has
that it's
just
about-
it bit it already. It's
Okay.
you're,
'Cause I
it's
was gonna
like
say, I would be retracting it. Like
oh
bit
To try to
by
yank
bit.
it as it tries to bite, yeah.
Yeah.
oh
Each time it goes to chomp. If I
okay.
can
You could try to act under pressure to do that. Do that before it grabs it. If you because you said you were watching it, right?
Ooh, an 11.
Okay. So with that 11, you manage to retract it as just as it's about to grab onto it, and you see that the whale sort of like go to the surface and sort of like in anger because this thing just was yanked away from it, and it hops up and sort of like it sort of tries to fling itself towards the kayak and in the direction that it saw the thing going. And it doesn't manage to hit you guys, but it does manage to like send a wave of water just flying into the kayaks and at you guys. and it sets you guys somewhat off course, and but because you guys are all tied together, it doesn't like topple you guys over. But you are a little bit off course and a little bit shaken by it. So you're gonna have to get out of here relatively quickly, or come up with a different plan if you wanna, because this thing is getting closer now, and you guys are the new target.
Can we just throw one out there and not have it connected to us?
Sure.
Should I
You
try
could
to-
use your super abilities to
I'll
throw a
use my-
bomb.
Oh, yeah,
I'll try
throw it
my
far.
no
Yeah.
limit to try to throw it really far. So it's roll plus weird,
Mhm.
which is +1.
Aren't you gonna ask me for one of my flares first?
Yeah,
See if I
can
can give it to you?
Pretty please, can I have
Would
one
you
of your
like a flare?
flares? Yes, thank you. God. Oh my god.
Too slow.
Oh no.
Alright, let me see.
She got a 7.
Bad rolls tonight. Well, not great rolls, I should say.
You got 1-8. What's up in the world? That's an 8 out of 12, by the way.
Alright.
I mean, it's not really, but yeah.
Alright. On a 7 and 9, you choose one. You manage to do it, but you choose one consequence. You could either suffer 1 harm, take -1 forward, or you need to rest right now. So you choose
What kind
that.
of harm? What kind of harm?
1 harm. Like
I'll take a
it'll.
harm.
You're gonna take a harm. Alright.
Burn
Yeah.
your hand or something.
Yeah. You. Well, in this case, it's like because there's the strain of
Grab it
trying
by
to
the
throw
wrong
it.
I hand it to you by the wrong hand.
No, in this case, it's the strain of trying to throw it like beyond human limitations. It just your whole arm just sort of like cramps up, and you feel like you may have like really hurt something. You can't tell, but your whole arm is like killing you, and you take 1 harm.
Okay.
But you do manage to throw it extremely far, and
Okay.
you threw it that in a way that the whale would have been able to see it, though, right? Like you didn't throw it over its head.
Well, I would like to throw it past it so it goes the other way, but also just my resilience gives me one less harm.
No, not with this sort of thing. That it's if you have with resilience, it'll take away normal harm, but when it's a magic related one, it doesn't.
Okay.
Don't worry, Emily. I'll take a look at it. It'll be fine.
Thanks God.
I can't wait.
Well, that was my goal, to try to throw it over its head past it, away from us.
But you still want to make sure that it notices it, right? So,
Yeah.
Throw it to
Yeah.
the side of it. It's got
Oh,
eyes
to
on
the side.
Head, so it's
it'll
like-
see it, yeah.
Okay, so you're throwing it to the side, like out further into the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So I'd say that you managed to get it pretty far, and it does notice, and it sees a shiny thing, and it directly diverts for it. And you guys feel like you've got a fair amount of time, as long as you could get to the shore relatively quickly.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Come on,
let's go, let's
guys.
go.
Gotta hurry us up. Nice throw, Emily.
Yeah, that was really
It was a hell of a toss.
So I'm gonna say that with your act under pressure from before, you guys managed to get to the shore.
Oh, yay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well,
Good.
It's distracted enough that I don't think you're gonna be in too much danger.
Which of my shoulders is sore?
Which one's your throwing arm?
Right.
It's your
Okay.
right arm.
That makes sense. Duh. Okay.
I'm sad I never got to play Jaws with it by hooking its blowhole.
Maybe you'll have another chance.
So guys, there was this orb down there, and it's like bringing the things back. Just to recap, in case anybody was gone,
Yeah. You guys are currently at just to set the scene. You guys are currently back on shore, fairly close to where you parked the RV. This is
Oh.
the
not.
RV.
How's RV doing?
Oh man, we forgot about that in the recap.
Yep.
What do you mean? What do you guys mean?
Oh, well, I guess we'll see what state it's in, but Me and Levi saw certain things, Ruby.
You saw that too?
You what?
Oh yeah, I kind of just assumed you saw the same things, Levi. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was definitely in my visions.
This shit is real fucked up, guys. Like, it like gave us visions, and then it felt like it was offering me something, and I was like, no, get that devil shit away from me.
Devil? No. This thing is of God. This it brings things back to life. This is a miracle, Levi.
As murderers, though.
The jury is still out on that one. I mean, the whale was just confused. He didn't mean to attack us. He didn't even chomp at us, really.
Let's name him. What's his name?
You guys are all having this conversation. Your kayaks are still like all tied together. You're like on the 2 feet of actual beach that's here before like the cliff face, and you're all wearing your scuba gear, dripping wet, and like you've been in like 40-degree. You've been in like 40-degree water for a while, and it's like it's almost nighttime, and it's freezing
Got a lot
out.
to catch up on.
We definitely need to name this whale immediately.
And Emily.
That is priority number 1. So what are our best whale puns, guys? Zombie plus whale. How can we do this?
Okay. Anyway.
Okay,
Where's the
so
RV?
so yeah, what are you guys doing with the kayaks and?
Wait. Can we go back? You saw
What?
visions. What did you see? What about the RV?
Well, I don't know. I just saw the RV in my vision, but I had to point it out for some particular reason, I would think.
Wait,
saw
didn't you
the
see more than
RV.
that?
You weren't
I mean, I saw like a little finger playing with some mashed potatoes, and I don't know.
What?
What?
That's the only other thing I remember, guys.
That's in Zeke's notes too.
What?
Mashed taters.
I'm gonna look at my notes because I thought I remember something different. I remember the finger though.
Yeah, so let's get
Yeah,
warm.
you
and
remember
let's go
anything
check
different, Levi?
I mean,
You saw a flash of a table seating 12.
No, this is him in character telling us, JJ. It's not him trying to like a rock. You know what I mean?
That's definitely the only thing that would stick out to Zeke. Mashed taters.
Rose, can you remind Brian what I saw in my vision?
You saw a dining table full of people. You knew that you recognized them, but you didn't actually like.
Oh,
You had
yeah,
like
Levi
that
recognized
gut feeling of recognizing them, but you didn't actually see the faces. You didn't quite catch who it was. Like consciously, you don't know who it was. Subconsciously, you know every single person there.
Zeke recognized one person.
Zeke recognized one person in that same scene.
That
That's
wasn't
the
Amba.
it wasn't Amba. No, he would know Amba. If he
Oh, I
saw
know where
Amba,
it
he
went.
would know Amba.
And I confirmed that it was not the Honeywell mansion that I was
Yeah,
looking
it
at,
wasn't.
right?
It wasn't the Honeywell.
Okay,
You know you've been to wherever that was.
right. But I can't
Levi
put my
knows
finger
he's
on it.
been there. Zeke has not been there.
Okay. What did I
Levi
see?
probably hasn't been there a lot, but Levi's been there at least once.
And with the RV,
You saw. Well, Zeke just saw the RV, the outside of the RV.
yeah, but I saw something else.
You saw. You could tell that something about it had changed. You couldn't tell what it was. Like, it was just like a brief flash. Like, there was something wrong with it.
Okay. So basically, like when I touched this thing, it was like showing me visions of some weird stuff. And one of the things that I saw, Ruby, was your RV, and it like something was off about it. Like it was weird, but I can't.
I start
for the life
running
of
up
me.
the cliff
Okay.
in flippers.
You should probably take those off. They're pretty slippery.
No time.
By definition.
You you trip a few times, but you through actually you trip No. You trip a few times. Just
Take one arm.
You crack your skull open and you die.
Yeah, I just remembered you still have one left over from Jinx. That would have been
That's
a great time to use it. And just as you're getting up to the very top of the cliff, you step wrong on a rock that you didn't even realize was there. Take a tumble, and then you're all the way back down to the bottom of the cliff again, as the others are just managing to get over. And yeah, it really hurt.
Okay, I stand up and I start running back up.
Before the others could even catch up.
Can I put the orb in my backpack with my skull?
Sure. You don't have much of the skull left. It was like you pretty much trashed the skull, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have fragments of the skull.
Cool. Gotta get those dental records checked.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Ruby's heading up the cliff, and the rest of you are following.
Maybe we should check with. Yeah, I mean, we'll check on the RV.
Yeah.
Should we check with Mr. Robinson to see if he can?
Well,
figure out
you
what's
guys
up with this?
brought the RV here, so you're like.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know.
That was more of a long-term plan. Yes, we're going to the RV.
Okay. I'm just saying, like.
Sorry, you're right. I'm getting ahead of
Yeah.
myself.
Gotta make sure it's still there first, man.
Yeah. Or it explodes, or sure.
We might not have a ride home.
All right, so you manage to finally get over the cliff, and you see the RV in front of you, but you know that something is wrong with your baby. The tires are all cut.
What the fuck?
I swear
And-
it wasn't me this time, Ruby.
And along the side, spray painted in black, is the word Cockadawa.
What?
And a very crude dick drawn on the side.
No!
These
Okay.
damn kids.
I didn't think it was me, but now it has to be me. I did it. I'm sorry. Damn, you're a victim of a hate crime.
Last arc, somebody spray painted Honeywell on it, if you remember. They used it as an advertisement,
Right.
and I only got
I think it
halfway
was the
through.
same people.
Yeah, nah. I got halfway through scrubbing it off, and it only said "well." Now it says
Cockadawa.
Well, fucking they will.
"great."
I'm really sorry, Ruby.
You have 4 spare tires in this thing?
Yes.
Does Zeke come for it? Just
I already checked my pockets once. Might have a little cooldown on that.
And as you're looking this over, you realize something even worse.
No.
I know what it is.
Winona's dead.
No,
Oh, Winona was.
scuba gear on.
She had a scuba mask on.
Oh, right.
Where?
But she's definitely dead, really.
Cash's motorcycle is missing.
I knew it.
Hey, you had the motorcycle with you?
It was strapped to the top, the roof of the
How
van.
would, how would Cash know? Oh, okay, never mind.
What?
I was like, how would Cash know to make a Makadewa pun? But it probably was.
You thought Cash came back from the dead and
I
tagged
mean, we can't rule it out.
I had a very significant Zeke moment just now.
Cash came back from tagged the RV and took his motorcycle back.
Cash villain.
Maybe we can bring Cash back.
Maybe it was Toddy. I mean, we've been really neglected lately. Man. Lashing out now.
So I take out my phone and call AAA.
Yes. Oh, I love the responsible one.
And how are you going to explain this to AAA?
I have to? It's vandalism.
They don't ask that many questions.
Yeah.
I just do
No,
you really think
well,
this is like
actually-
a legally owned vehicle?
They would probably want us to ask for spares, though. They won't provide tires. We actually need a tow truck. They'll get us a tow truck.
I know a towing guy.
Okay. We should call him instead.
Okay. My mom used to date him. He's kind of a jerk, but
I'm gonna investigate the area to see if I see any clues.
Okay.
that's a good idea.
Who did this?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Shit, she's on the hunt.
That's
So
a 12.
My rolls are dirty.
You didn't boost that one, did you?
I was about to say, have you boosted any?
Wow.
Have I what?
Boost.
Upgraded basically so that if you get a 12 or more, it like has an extra
No.
effect.
I haven't boosted
Oh.
any.
Oh, right, because you never level up.
Right. Actually, I leveled up and I moved my
I still
negative.
got like 2 level ups to cash in, actually.
I moved my -1 weird to a 0 weird.
Oh.
No, I don't even have the opportunity to do that. The mundane is so not weird that I can't.
Neither am I, but I used an advanced improvement, which lets you.
Oh, gotcha. I
plus
use
one
that
to
on
anything.
cool, which I'm not regretting.
Where did it go?
So looking
Mm.
They
around,
can't be far.
looks like they managed to, from what you could tell, there's some tracks in the along the side of the road. From what you could tell, it looks like they managed to hotwire the motorcycle and took it.
Probably because there's been a screwdriver sticking out of its ignition since the day I took it.
Oh yeah, well,
Same with the RV. Surprised they didn't just take the whole thing.
seems like they only had interest in the motorcycle.
Hmm.
They, you could tell they drove off towards town. That's about as good as you could tell from what you could tell in this area.
What is being concealed here? Do I see any bits of evidence anywhere?
Looking around, you find you actually find the little box cutter that was used to cut the tires. It looks like whoever did this had a little bit of trouble with the last tire, and kind of got it stuck, and then just sort of broke the box cutter and dropped it. It's a really cheap one, and it looks pretty old.
Have I ever seen this box cutter before?
No, you haven't. But you get the impression that it's probably been sitting in somebody's drawer for a long time. It's not like a new one or anything. It's pretty rusted and old.
It's now in my pocket.
Okay.
Well, so AAA's on the way. Right?
You're calling
Alright.
your friend?
Actually, yeah.
Or-
Can we call Levi's
Yeah,
friend?
we called Levi's friend, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Venture.
Levi, tell me about this friend.
he'd be our boo.
Everything's gone.
Oh, well,
Now we wait.
he's on the
Is this a
phone right
different
now with his
than
friend.
Venture? Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume.
While we wait, do you guys want to maybe bond?
Bond. Do it.
Wow.
We
Okay.
went down to bond.
I mean, I guess.
You're so hesitant.
What? I just said okay. I'm just like, I'm suspicious of everything you say ever.
Why?
Because I mean Ruby. But yeah, let's bond, Ruby.
So how did you find that little venture, guys?
What?
How would you find that little venture?
Not
Well,
great.
Oh.
No?
No. Look what
We
they
found
did to
this-
my baby.
But we found this beautiful orb!
This was only the second car I've ever owned.
What was your first one?
My first one was... It was an old, dark, green Volvo
Volvo.
That's a classic.
that my stepdad gave to me.
Oh, hey,
They're very
Levi?
safe cars.
What was your first car, Emily?
My first car was a Datsun.
What color was it?
It was silver.
A silver Datsun.
Which is now there's no Datsun anymore, but it was like my parents' car that they handed down.
Levi, tell us about this friend.
Well, he's not really my friend, but like my mom used to date this guy who like works for a towing company. Makatoa.
That sounds really made up.
Oh my
That's what's really going on.
gosh. That was actually the best one so far. I like
No,
that.
it was not.
I love it.
Chainsaw's my favorite.
No, Makatoa. So good.
Yeah, like our town is pretty, you know.
I fucking hate this town.
So good.